At USM, when we think of all the sciences, I think there are three features of USM that make it a great place to be. The first one is that when we think of the foundational sciences, math, physics, chemistry, biology, so forth, they're all closely connected physically here. And so there will be some math students that work with chemistry faculty and some engineering students that work with biology faculty. And that's a really special opportunity because sciences are very interdisciplinary.
Math is never dull. There's always a challenging problem. I hope our students leave with a great understanding and appreciation for mathematics, its beauty in itself as a field, but also its applications to other areas and the wealth of opportunities that they should have as a result of their study of mathematics.
The second thing that you'd say about USM is that all of those faculty really emphasize research, and that they all have research programs that they're pursuing that include students. And it turns out that that's an essential element of a college education for a career in science. You really need to get beyond your courses and get some practical hands-on experience.
I'm very fortunate that I've had some very talented students helping me with my research. It's been great to see them develop as scientists as they learn more about the scientific technique and scientific approach to research. And it's been nice to see them develop as people as they learn how to work in a team environment and think independently about their own projects and get really involved with them. And I think the other thing that's a benefit is that a number of them have managed to get publications in national peer-reviewed journals as part of it, as an end product of their research.
A current project I'm working on with my students is to measure small fluctuations in the Earth's gravitational field. And we do that by using a magnetic torsion pendulum. And this is a pendulum that consists of a very strong magnet suspended by a fine fiber about half the diameter of a human hair. And the fiber is about 1 meter long. And when that pendulum is suspended, we're able to measure incredibly small forces, even as small as people opening refrigerator doors in nearby labs or cars driving by a science building.
So in working with the magnetic torsion pendulum, I've had an opportunity to help design pieces of the apparatus that actually help to control the torsion fiber that the pendulum is hanging from. I've also had a really interesting experience learning how the scientific method is in real time and seeing all of the hurdles that you have to encounter when you're actually working in a lab setting.
The third thing you'd say about sciences at USM is that we have this great community around us and great collaborative relationships with other schools in the area and with research institutes and companies doing all kinds of research from biotech to field biology.
Everyone that I know here on the faculty is very much dedicated to their work, to their students, and to making USM a great place to learn to be a scientist and making their students successful in their work in science fields. The vast majority of students that I teach are the astronomy class. And for those, my hope is that they, first of all, appreciate and begin to understand and think like a scientist, understand how science learns about the world. And I hope that they will carry on an interest in science, and in particular, of course, astronomy. And I love it when I get emails from students 10 years later say, I was out tonight looking at the stars and I remembered your class and I appreciate the universe I live in so much more than before.